Well, hey, welcome back, everybody. And, well, I found another, I think it's going to be a pretty good sized mine. We've got a fairly decent sized waste rock pile here in front of us. So let's start making our way up to what I'm hoping should be an adit. Okay. Just got to get a little through this sagebrush here. Okay. Let's see what we got. All right. All right, good deal. There we go. Very good. All right, well, looks like a nice hard rock mine. We're going into a little bit of that granite. Doesn't look like the decomposing granite, but we'll know a little bit more when we get inside. Okay, let me catch my breath, switch out cameras, and I'll meet you folks inside. Be back in a minute. All right, folks, let's explore this old mine. Kind of down here on my, kind of hunched over trying to get in. Okay, there we go. That's better. So before we continue further, why don't we take a look down in there for a moment, see if we got any glowing eyes staring back at us. Not seeing anything. All right, continuing on. Well, something's been in here. We got some fresh coyote droppings. It's not uncommon for a coyote to walk into an abandoned mine looking for a quick snack on a pack rat. And there's a lot of pack rats in here. I see this stuff that's dripping off the walls here, that and that. That's all pack rat droppings. They sit up there, they perch up on the rocks. That's years and years worth of pack rat droppings, urine and poo. And I would imagine that's what got the old coyote's attention, because it stinks really bad in here of pack rat droppings. Okay. Oh boy. We're into more of that darn disintegrating or decomposing granite. And I don't know if you guys remember, go back to episode 12 where we found all of those white crystals. Here's some more right on the floor here in front of us. I believe that it's coming from it's a fungi that's growing out of all the pack rat droppings. Okay, let's see what we got up here. Oh, darn. I was hoping this one would go a little bit further, folks. But that is going to be the end right there. And, of course, it's flooded up to that point. It's probably about, I don't know, 8 inches of water right through there. Darn. And we're getting into a lot of that decomposing granite. Yeah, I'm not liking the looks of this one, folks. We got water and a collapse up in front of us. We got a big day in front of us, and I really don't feel like getting a wet foot right off the bat. So why don't we keep scratching around and see what else we can find on this hillside? What do you say? Okay, I'll meet you back outside. All right, back again, folks. Yeah, I didn't want to go wading through. I know some of you are calling me names out there in the audience, but I didn't want to go wading through 10 inches of water just to come up to a pinched out collapse. That's not going to be worth it because, like I was saying, we got a lot more to explore today. And one of those things is right up here. We've never done a natural cave in any of my episodes, and up in this valley there's supposed to be some sort of a cave. So let's head up this way, and when I get further on up, I'll meet back up with you, okay? All right, I'll see you further on up this little gulch looking thing here. All right, back again, folks. We got like a screaming eagle above here. Can you hear him up there on the cliff? I hope that's coming through the microphone. Come on, do it. There he goes. I don't know if it's a yeah, he's not too happy we're in his territory. He's screaming at me pretty good. All right, don't worry. We're just here to take a look at a cave, Mr. Eagle. Oh, there he goes. There he goes, right there. Yeah. Up in there on that branch. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, oh, there's the other one. Up there on top of that branch, right there. Making all the noise. All right, you guys just go ahead and scream and yell at me. I'll bet they've got a nest around here. They don't know what to think of me. Anyways, we got oh, it's a pretty bird. I don't know if that's a red-tailed hawk or not quite sure. Would have to get a little bit closer. But as we're coming up through this natural, it's just slough coming off the cliffs to the side here. It's kind of interesting. We're in all of this black shale, and a little ways behind me I found a big boulder of rose quartz. Pretty cool. So, all right, I'm gonna have these eagles scream at me for a little while longer. We're gonna work our way up. I don't know where this cave is, if it's over here or further up there. I'll meet you guys up there. All right, folks, back again. Worked my way up a little bit further, trying to find this cave. Well, it's not right there, but we do have a lot of really interesting looking calcite nodules forming below this rock here. That's kind of cool. So turning back around, it's got to be right over here then. See if we can work our way. Oh boy. Kind of where those eagles were. Now if they got a nest tucked up in here, I'm not going to get too close. I don't want to stress them out. Oh boy, here we go. I think we found it. Well, maybe. Right there. But now I got to try to get up. Huh. How am I going to do this? Well, what if we went up here? Went around this tree, maybe. Oh gosh, this is steep. Let's try this. There we go. That's right, I got a little bit of billy goat in my blood. Here we got a little thing. And all right. What we got going on here? Nothing. If you look down in the bottom, there's old Bob. And it gives you an idea of the size of this place. All right, let's see what this is all about. That ain't no cave. That's just a hole in the rock. The topo map said cave. I think somebody needs to go back to school and be educated. That ain't no cave. But take a look at the guano, folks. Look at this. Look at how it's... All right, hold on. Hit the flashlight. Look at how thick the guano is right there. Isn't that cool? It's flowing like molasses. And it's all coming from a big pack rat nest above it. Yeah, okay, I don't like touching this stuff because it's really sticky and it's make your fingers smell for a long, long time. Yes, it's sticky. Yuck. So that's guano. Let's take a look over here. Nope. Not much really going on up in there either. So, all right, well, darn. We'll continue to explore, shall we? We'll keep looking around in this canyon. There's got to be something else cool around here. All right, I'll meet you back down by old Bob. We'll head on down the canyon and keep looking for more cool stuff. Meet you down there. All right, back again, guys. Now, to get to this next location, we had to drive past this big open pit mine here. Thought I'd show it to you real quick. Take a look at that. Look at the size of those waste rock piles. And this over here, that's all waste rock down in there. And looking off into the distance, you see that kind of like a dark gray, bluish vein working through the mine there. Well, that's shale is what's going on. The stuff they're chasing after with the gold and silver in it, I don't know if you can kind of see it with this camera, but way off in the distance, down in the bottom, you see that, it's kind of a golden, like a tan colored rock down in there, and you can see some right off in that. That's where the gold and silver is in those layers. And then wherever those layers are intersecting faults throughout this complex is areas that they're chasing after. So we're going to be headed up. We're working further up this direction. I don't know if you can see that 2-track road on top of the hill, but there's supposed to be some mines on the other side of this hill. Let's keep heading that way and see what we can find. Meet you up there. Okay, well, that was one heck of a rough 2-track getting up here, but we made it. Wow, talk about straddling. I had to straddle a gully underneath the Jeep. It was probably 3 feet deep. Had put both tires on each side of that washout. If I would have tipped down into that, I would have ruined my day. But no, made it to the top of the hill. And the nice thing about mine exploring is from time to time, you get to enjoy a beautiful view. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? There's a big open pit mine down there. And high up on the hill, we've got some old workings, starting with this, what's left of an old truck here. And then there's some oil pipe, and they jury-rigged it somehow for who knows what. Maybe that's like a gin pole. Okay, let's look over here. Yeah, there's the frame. All right, there's supposed to be 2 adits right down here. Let's work our way that direction and see what we can find. I'll meet you down there. Okay, back again. And we're coming up on what was the rest of that old truck. There's the muffler. What were they doing here? Couple of big telephone poles over there. All right, let's see what they were chasing after. Aha. They got excited and started digging out underneath this big rock. That's what they're doing. Well, that makes sense. That's what I would do too. I'm seeing a lot of iron in this. It doesn't look like limonite though. Let's look over here, folks. There's a lizard, 2 lizards, lots of lizards. Oh, here we go. Well, let's see what we have here. There's what's left of an oldie. It doesn't look very good, does it, guys? Okay. Well, let's keep looking around. So we have one, that's a possibility. What do we have over here? Just a place where they were making a pile. Let's look over here. There we go. There's number 2. Okay. Let's shoot the flashlight up in there real quick. See what's going on. Oh yeah. Look at all the old, oops, sorry, I'm pointing the camera in the wrong direction. I know I gotta switch over cameras, but I'm seeing a bunch of old timbers. Definitely we're into old workings. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to head back on to old Bob, switch out cameras. So I'll meet you guys back down here in just a little bit. Okay, see you then. Okay, back again. Yeah, I got myself a sandwich, had some lunch there, so if I burp in the camera, I'm really sorry. All right, we're back at the entrance to this adit. Not a very big waste rock pile here, but certainly we're looking at old workings. Okay, here's what's left of an old dynamite box right there, and around the corner here I found, where did I see it here? Oh yeah, right over here. There's some old aluminum cans. A pull top right there from the 1970s. I'm guessing these were probably, this was probably worked in the 50s and 60s. People came back here in the 70s and scratched around a little bit more. So, well, we got the safety flag put out. Why don't we head on into this old mine? Okay. Very carefully. Let's get past this crumbly spot here. There we go. Okay. Now you see right here in the entrance, look up here, see this type of rock? This is alluvium. And oftentimes they had to go through alluvium first before they're going to get into their hard rock. Oh yeah, look at these old timbers here. Very cool. And they put branches up across them there, hold the back up. And let's see here, what do we got? Oh, we got something going off to the right. But first, let's take a look around. Let's see what we got above us here. That's all they did is just pack in a bunch of branches to hold the back of the mine up. All right, why don't we keep going this way, folks? And now we can see all this rusty colored, oops, the wrong button there, sorry, there we go. See all this rusty colored stuff here? There's a pocket right up in there. That looks like limonite. But the funny thing is, looking out on the waste rock pile, they threw it all in waste. So they must be chasing after something like right along this footwall here. See how it goes up on an angle? And they're just taking the material along the edge of the footwall and throwing the rest of it away. Okay. Really strange. The ground I'm walking on here, it's a sponge. Okay, turning back around. Somebody painted the number 32. And let's go see what let's go see what's back here, shall we? So I gotta try to squeeze through this wood. Oh boy. There we go. Holy cow, pack rat heaven. It's what are we gonna call it? Pack rat poo patina. Say that 3 times twice. Say that 3 times twice. Say that 3 times fast. Okay. What's up in here? Pack rat patina everywhere. And that is it. Just a little, I wouldn't even call it a winze. Okay, turning back around. There's a nice shot of our timbering. And they used natural cedar from up on the hill. Okay. All right, let's work back through this little sketchy area here. All right. And now we're headed back outside. All right. Well, that's number 1. So long before there was a big open pit mine, people were up here scratching around on the side of the hill. All right, what do you say we head over to number 2? Remember, we found that one kind of over this direction. Yeah, put it right over here. Here we go. Let's go see what this is all about. Oh boy. Okay. Well, okay. Bear with me, folks. I'm gonna This is a really sketchy looking thing here. Let me first knock that off so it's not falling on my head. Okay. Now we can look down in there. Oh goodness. How am I gonna do this? I know you guys can't see it, but it's only about oops. The space I'm trying to get underneath is only 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet tall. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's shoot down in there first. Oh, that's as far as it goes. Well, that makes sense because the waste rock pile outside is, well, maybe it goes a little further. People are saying, well, you don't know, you get back there. All right, let's look. Let's look. Okay, I'm just going real slow, folks, because I know you can't see it, but to get down in here, I'm scooting on my butt. Okay. Ow. Now I'm crawling on my elbows and knees. Ooh, that's a collapse waiting to happen. Let's get out of here. I don't like the looks of that at all. All right, 1 second. Holy moly. Trying to get out of here. Okay. Good grief. That wasn't easy. Well, we got to see it, right? Holy cow. Let's get over there. There we go. Yeah, I had to take my backpack off of me. I couldn't get my body was too big with the backpack on. All right, well, I'm going to catch my breath. Goodness. And I'll meet back up with you folks. Be back in a bit. All right, folks, we're back outside. Wow, that was trying to crawl out of that hole was something else. But real quick, let me explain to you what they were going after in there. So up on this mountain here, there's not just one, but there's multiple footwalls running on an angle. And then beside that footwall is a hydrothermal feature that's really similar to limonite. But I did see a whole lot of quartz mixed in with it. I mean, you can look down here and see there's a bunch of quartz right there. But that rusty stuff really has all the appearance of some kind of a form of limonite. See, here's a stack of rocks that they set aside. Notice all the sparkling calcite in there and the sulfides in there, and up over here there's some silver right there. Okay, and then getting back to where we came from out of this other mine, remember when we were up in there and I pointed out all that rusty colored rock to you? Okay, well, obviously see here, there's nothing in it because they just chucked it into the waste rock pile. It's no good. So that tells me what they were doing is they were being really specific on exactly where they were pulling the ore out from, and it was right along that narrow band, probably 6 to 8 inches wide, where the footwall met the hydrothermal feature, or the vein up in there. That's what's going on. All right, well, I was hoping these would be a little bit bigger, especially the one that we went into that was kind of flooded and was collapsed and pinched out, but that's okay. We got to see some interesting things today, as well as this really cool open pit mine out here, and they're even working it. There's a track hoe out there in the distance. He's been scooping away all afternoon. They must be taking samples, but this mine isn't in operation. There's nobody out here moving around. There's no dump trucks. I would imagine they're just sampling, waiting for the prices of the gold and silver to come back up again so they can jump back on it. Well, folks, I'm going to get on out of here, and after this episode, I'm headed to a brand new location in the state of Nevada, hundreds of miles away, because where we're at over the last few weeks, we've pretty much explored everything within a 100-mile radius of base camp. So now it's time to relocate, going into July and August for some brand new areas and hopefully some bigger mines and mill sites. So, all right, well, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks you all for coming along. And as always, I always appreciate my new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming on board. And I'll see you all next weekend. Take care now. Bye-bye.